মণি ঠাকুরপুর কাছে কিছু ধার চাইবে বলেছিলে যে?
ওদের ব্যাপারটা জানা না, ঘাড়ে কিছু পুষে এসে জুটেছে, ফলে দুজনকেই 10টা 5টা করতে হচ্ছে।
দুজন মানে?
হাজব্যান্ড অ্যান্ড ওয়াইফ।
It is 1950s India, and a woman's role in society is to take care of the household.
A woman's place is in the home.
The Mazumdar family, with its 6 members, is living a troubled life. Dependent on Subrata's meager income, the monetary situation of the household is really not good. Pani, the college-going sister, has unpaid fees. Tea, which Indians can't do without, has to be borrowed from the neighbors. And Priyagopal, the now retired patriarch, wants new glasses for his crosswords. And on top of that,
তোমার ট্রেজারি কি বলে?
আর 3 দিনের বাজার খরচ আছে।
Now, how does our protagonist, Subrata's wife, Arati, react to this situation?
তোমার কষ্ট বুঝতে পারি। না, আর এরকম ভুল হবে না। আমি চাকরি করব।
The main story arc of the movie starts with Arati's decision to take up a job. What's interesting here is that she's not starting out from a position of women's liberation or empowerment. Arati sincerely feels the financial burden her husband is bearing for the whole family. Her decision to work then comes from taking up responsibility and being of the greatest help to the family. When at first Subrata discusses Arati's job with his former schoolmaster father, it leads to a crisis for the patriarch of the family, who in his time had successfully provided for his family. It is a badge of shame for him that his daughter-in-law is going out for work. But Subrata and Arati decide to disregard the father's traditionalism, and Arati begins to work. By the way, even their child isn't happy that his mother is leaving him to go to work. But children, as you know, are easily bribed. That was easy. Once Arati starts her job as a saleswoman, she discovers that she actually likes doing it. And more importantly, that she's pretty good at it. She even gets a promotion and fights for a raise. This is something she never knew about herself. There are new friends, new challenges, new confrontations, a new world outside of her household duties. She discovers a side of herself that makes her life even more meaningful and enjoyable. The shy Arati we know expands her personality as she finds she is good at her job. She breaks through and defines herself anew. When Subrata's bank crashes, which by the way provides a commentary on the bank crashes of Calcutta in the 50s, he loses his job, and Arati becomes the sole breadwinner of the house. This leads to significant feelings of insecurity and doubt in Subrata's mind. According to Satyajit Ray, to be paid is to exist socially, and Subrata has lost that relevance in his life. Then he looks at his wife, who he is traditionally supposed to provide for, and he is at first confused and even jealous of her success.
আমার 50 টাকা মাইনে বেড়েছে।
খুব ভালো। স্ত্রীর পৌষ মাস, স্বামীর সর্বনাশ।
But Arati, on the other hand, is not only successful, her love for him and the family does not diminish at all. In her newfound freedom, she is not harsh or dismissive of her struggling husband, even when the conservatism deep within him rears its head. Though her position is secure and there is a promotion soon, when Arati learns of her Anglo-Indian friend Edith's unfair dismissal, she bursts into her boss's office and, well, this standoff happens.
চরিত্র সম্বন্ধে কিছু বলবার কোনো অধিকার আপনার নেই, বিশেষ করে সেটা যখন মিথ্যে। এটা অত্যন্ত অন্যায়, এটা ভুল।
মিসেস মজুমদার, আপনার ওই কথাগুলো টেবিলের এদিক থেকে বলা চলে, ওদিক থেকে নয়।
She quits despite being the sole breadwinner of the family, standing up against her friend's racist treatment. Arati is, by the end, a strong, caring, and moral individual. She is an answer to those who want their wives, sisters, daughters, and daughter-in-laws to stay at home. She is an equal partner to Subrata. This movie is a great example of a marriage that works as it's supposed to. Arati at first did not understand how conservative her husband will turn out to be. Subrata, on the other hand, did not understand how determined his wife would be to keep her job once his financial situation improves. But they keep trying to understand each other better, even if that goes against their core beliefs. Most importantly, they move forward with love, forgiveness, and consideration for each other. At the heart of a good drama lies conflict. Subrata constantly confronts the conservative values he holds. It takes him some time, he's confused and sad, but each time he is successfully able to overcome the conflict within him. He recovers and is at his wife's side. This feels like Satyajit Ray's modern response to Henrik Ibsen's 1879 Norwegian play A Doll's House, where in the end the husband cannot understand his wife and she leaves him. There is a trope in movies that all marriages are boring and the partners are tired of each other. However, throughout Mahanagar, there are several moments when Subrata and Arati are refreshingly affectionate towards each other. They help each other go through these little day-to-day things and are there for each other for bigger, more serious things. Satyajit Ray gives us a very Dickensian Calcutta, with people teaming about, new industries and offices being set up, but with that, the gap between the rich and the poor also increasing. There is a sense of hope and despair at the same time. The home scenes, on the other hand, give a warm feeling similar to Yasujiro Ozu's work. But most prominently in his close-ups and medium close-ups, you can clearly see the influence of French photographer Henri Cartier-Bresson's portraiture. Satyajit Ray has been long considered the best director in Indian cinematic history. His very first movie, Pathar Panchali, is among the few flawless classics of the world cinema. Coming back to Mahanagar to observe a master at work, let's look at the restaurant scene. Arati is meeting a potential client and the now jobless husband coincidentally is also there. She has just lied to protect her husband's reputation. How can you show the husband's reaction in the same shot?
বলেন তুমি চাকরি করলে লোকে ভাববে আমার বুঝি রোজগার নেই। আমি বললাম তা কেন? তোমাকে যারা চেনে তারা সবাই তোমার রোজগার জানে। শেষে বললেন বেশ করো, কিন্তু 6 মাসের বেশি নয়।
Mahanagar is an ode to the indomitable spirit of women, but it is also an ode to true companionship. The movie starts with only the husband in the Calcutta tram, but ends with both the wife and the husband, with the big city engulfing them together. Though the original story had a sad ending, Satyajit Ray gave the couple an optimistic future. As Subrata says in the last moments of the movie,
চেষ্টা তো করি, আমার বিশ্বাস দুজনেই পাবো।
Hello Internet, if you are an admirer of groundbreaking cinema, you must watch Satyajit Ray. If you have not seen anything by him, I recommend you watch this movie Mahanagar, of course. Also, do not miss the Apu Trilogy. It will change your life.